everyone, and a very pleasant good afternoon, good evening, senior night for the volleyball gals. It'll be Aberdeen Lady Tigers in town. Sort of comes in with a 2-3 conference record, 7-6-6 on the season. They have wins over Declo and Aberdeen. Lost to Malad, Westside, and Declo. Their overall wins, they beat Chalice, Aberdeen, Marsh Valley twice, West J, and Declo. Losses came to Kellogg, Grace, and they beat Grace twice. Butte County, they're the number one ranked 1A team in the state. Declo was split with the Lady Hornets, Westside and Malad. Ties, we have ties with Ryrie, West J, Rockland, Teton, and Graves. This is the way the conference stacks up. Malad leads the conference. They are the number 2 ranked volleyball team in the state, behind Ambrose. In the conference, they have a 5-0 record. They are 18-9 on the season. And then it's the Westside Pirates. They are 4-2, 13-10 on the season. And then Declo, Lady Hornets, are 3-3 in the conference, and they are 9-8 on the season. Then it is Declo. They are 2-2. 10-9 on the season. Soda is 2-3, 7-6 with 6 ties. Then Aberdeen comes in 0-6, 1-19 with 1 tie. Let's see. We got Aberdeen tonight. Let me change my pages here. I need to turn over to here. Hang with me just a second. I want to remind you that Friday night, the Bear Lake Bears will be in town to face the Cards. I was listening to the Cards. They were in a lightning delay for practice, and they were all over here on the corner, and boy, were they fired up. Then the football team will finish up next week versus Aberdeen. Volleyball rankings go this way. In the 3As, Ambrose Archers are number 1, 4-0 in the conference, 26-4 on the season. Second ranked team is Malad. They are 7-0, 20-9 on the season. Then it's Melba, Lady Mustangs. They are 4-0, 16-11 on the season. Then Kellogg is 7-1 in the conference, 21-2 on the season. And then Nampa Christian, Lady Trojans, they are 9-5, 13-11-2. Picking up votes first, Westside, New Plymouth, Priest River. Once again, it is senior night, and if I remember correctly, we have 4 seniors. Tara Miller, Rivero, Solis Thompson, Carter Green, and Kel Hopkins. They will play their final volleyball game here at Soda Springs High School. We'll have the JV coming up in just a minute. Let's take a look at some of the other rankings. 2As, it goes Butte County, Troy, Hagerman is 3, Potlatch is 4, tied for 5th with Grace and Ballard. Picking up votes in the 2As, Oakley, Murtaugh, Idaho City, and Prairie. In the 6As, number 1 is Skyview. Then it goes Madison, Rocky Mountain, Rigby, and Coeur d'Alene. Picking up votes in the 6As are Sawahi, Thunder Ridge, Highland, and Boise. In the 5As, it goes number 1 is Shelley, number 2 is Idaho Falls, number 3 is Pocatello, and number 4 is Hillcrest. Number 5 is Wood River. Picking up votes in the 5As, Middleton, Lewiston, Twin Falls, Bonneville, Century, Lakeland, and Minico. 4As, Bear Lake is number 1, then it goes Snake, Cold Valley, Kimberly, and Preston. Picking up votes is South Fremont, Leesburg, and Sugar. Ready to go as a junior varsity is all fired up. Aberdeen will be in white with orange stripes, black shorts, so it'll be in red. We'll shake hands under the net. We'll be ready to go. I'll pick up the starters for you just as we get started. Aberdeen Libero in black with tiger stripes. Soda Libero, who is out of Fulmer, she'll be in all black with a red number. The rest of the kids will be in red. It's kind of a cool thing Aberdeen just did. We are ready to go. Pick up the Aberdeen kids. Nelson Carrillo, one of the starters. And Paisley Bowman was number 7. Number 6 is June Rowland. Number 9 is Giselle Grady, I believe that's in it. We are ready to go. Flaggers are ready to go. You're going to substitute for the liberos. So there's liberos already on the floor. Aberdeen subs theirs. These Lady Tigers, they're fired up. We're ready to go. Serving will be Giselle Craven. There's the serve. We're underway. That's bumped up. Set at the net and tapped over the net. Nice tap by Osborne. And a nice hit right straight over the net by Paisley Bowman. 1-0 Tigers. Aberdeen to serve. Giselle Cradle. Bumped up by Lynn at the net. Ooh, that's deep. And that was Aubrey Camp. So 2-0 Lady Tigers. JV goes best 2 out of 3. And there's a serve. Bumped up by Fulmer. Set at the net. And Lynn puts it into the net. And it's 3-0 Tigers. Cradle's still on the serve for the Tigers. And there's a good serve. Maybe should have let that one go. Actually, Lynn got under it and hit it out the far side. And it is 4-0 Aberdeen. Serve again by Cradle. That is bumped up by Whitworth. Fulmer over the net. What a nice shot. Soda will take that point and make it 4-1. Again, the JV, they play 2 games less than the varsity. Back to serve for the Cards will be Hopkins. Good serve. It's taken up. Bumped out. And wow, what a nice tap over the net. Aberdeen gets it back over. There's Lynn, a nice shot. Another good shot by Aubrey Camp. And it is 4-2. Aberdeen went out 4-0. So just closed it 4-2. Hopkins on the serve. Nice hard serve. Dug up. That one's got to go over. Good job by Aberdeen. Fulmer, and what a nice return. And doggone it. Well, they're going to say that hit the ceiling, or were they into the net? They didn't play it off the ceiling. It must have been into the net. So to behind by one. And then the Steely Hopkins to serve again. That's bumped up by Carrillo. Nice dig by Whitworth over the net. Good job by Aberdeen to keep it alive, but Soto will tie the score at 4. Nice serves by Steely Hopkins. See if Steely can give us the lead. Nice hard serve, dug up by Carrillo. That one goes over. Fulmer digs it up. Nice tap over the net. That was a good job there by Lindley Woods. Aberdeen will sub. They'll bring in Abby Wallen. Wallens out in the Aberdeen area. There's a serve. Ooh, that's a hard one. And that was out. Soto will take that point, and we are tied 5-5. You go to 25, you have to win by 2. There's a serve, and that one was long. There's Hallie Osborne, a little too much on that one. Checking in for the Tigers is Kyrie Lauder. It'll be the libero to serve. Ooh, that's a hard one. There's about 4 serves in a row that are done long. 2 for each team. Oh, they give that point to Aberdeen. 7-5. Nice hard serve. That one was out. So Soto will close it to 1. Back to serve will be Aubrey Camp for the Cards. What a knuckleball that was. Aberdeen thought that was going to go into the net, and somehow it just skimmed over the net and dropped in that dead man zone where there's nobody there. We're tied at 7. Camp back to serve. Long serve, and it's out. So Aberdeen will take the serve and a 1-point lead. Checking in will be Ellie Clausen. And checking out will be Gomer. Back to serve will be Clausen. Snug up on the back, popped up in the air, punched over. I think they're going to say she was in the net. Nope, I think Aberdeen was under the net. So we're tied at 8. There's a black line that goes exactly along the net. You can't step on that. Ooh, good hard serve. Nice dug up. Aberdeen, nice return. Dug up by Hopkins. That goes over. Bumped up by Aberdeen. Nice punched over. Dug up on the back line by Osborne. Nice hard shot and goes to the corner. Ooh, nice return by Aberdeen. Lynn digs it up. That one's over. What a nice shot. That goes off the ceiling. Aberdeen gets it over. That's dug up by Lynn. Ooh, they were into the net that time. Let's see. I'm going to say Soto was into the net. So the Aberdeen serve. Tigers aren't sure. We're going to sub. They'll bring in June Rowland. And she'll go back to serve. 9-8. Tigers with a 1-point lead. Dug up on the back line. Set at the net. Punched over. Good shot. Taylor Whitworth. Nice shot. Aberdeen has a 15, who is the libero, and I can't match the number with the name. Whitworth back to serve. That's dug up on the back line, set at the net. Good job by Aberdeen. Set at the net. Well, nice job by Osborne. Aberdeen keeps it alive. It puts it into the net, so it'll take a 1-point lead. 10-9. Once again, this is senior night. Already got a pretty good crowd in the JV game. This is served by Whitworth. Aberdeen can't handle it. And the point will go to the Cards. 11-9, Soda with a 2-point lead. Nice knuckleball serve, and Soda, Aberdeen can't dig it out. Timeout, Tigers. Once again, want to remind you that the Bears will be in Soda on Friday. Both teams are pretty equal. I think Soda's got a good shot in this football game. Both teams just need one win on the season. But of course, we've got a good rivalry with the Bears, and they always bring a good crowd with them. So make sure you come out. Plenty of time to come out for the varsity volleyball match tonight. So far, a pretty good crowd just for the JV match. Florida leads it by 3, 12-9. Once again, you have to go to 25, and you have to win by 2. At the serve for the Cards will be Taylor Whitworth. She's a freshman. Good knuckleball comes over. That's dug up by the libero. Garrido at the net, dug up by Whitworth. Punched up in the air. Oh, dug on it. Osborne put that into the net. Just misjudged it. So Aberdeen will have a serve behind by 2. And it'll be louder to serve for the Tigers. Ooh, that's a deep one. Soda digs it up, set at the net. Osborne, too much on that one. And it's a 1-point match. They're set, make it. Aberdeen with the serve, behind by 1. Louder to serve. Nice hard serve. Wow. That went right the wickets of Ashley Lynn. That was a good hard serve. We're tied at 12. It will be Louder. Serve, good serve. Dug up off the ceiling. Osborne into the net. And Aberdeen will take a 1-point lead. Louder, good job with the serve. Louder, right hand, that's a deep one. Oh, went off the hands of Whitworth. That was the wrong way, Taylor. And timeout, Soda. 1 minute timeouts. Aberdeen always has cool uniforms. Their football team, we will end the season, regular season, with Aberdeen. They are ranked number 4 right now. About 3 out of the top 5 football teams are from our conference. We got West Side, Declo, and Aberdeen all ranked. Louder still with the serve. 14-12, Tigers. Good hard serve, dug up by Whitworth. Wow, that's hit at the net, and I'm going to say the point goes to Aberdeen. So Aberdeen's taken a 3-point lead. Their biggest lead has been 4. Nice hard serve. Good dig. Oh, skimmed right down the net for a point. 16-12, Aberdeen. When we used to do radio, we would travel. Aberdeen, they always treated me really well. I like Aberdeen. That one is out, so Louder stops his serve. 16-13, it'll be Kylie Fulmer the libero to go back to serve. Nice serve. Drops. Dug up by Carrillo. That one's punched up. Set at the net. Tapped over the net. Fulmer puts it up. And into the net. Steely Hopkins put it up, and then Aubrey Camp just couldn't quite get it over the net. Checking back in will be Paisley Volleyball, sophomore for the Tigers. There's this good hard serve, dug up, set at the net. A little too hard on that one, as Haley Osborne. Too much on that one. Aberdeen with the serve. That drops. Fulmer digs it up. Hopkins, that goes over. That's off the ceiling. And skimmed over the net. Oh, tough luck there. That hit the top of the tape. And those are really hard to judge. So Aberdeen has a 6-point lead. 19-13. Serve over, dug up by Lynn, and Soto couldn't quite control that one, and it's a 7-point lead for the Tigers. Aberdeen on the serve. Nice flat serve, dug up on the back line. Lynn puts it up, and there's another point for the Tigers. And it is 21-13. Soda calls timeout. I to check with Coach Cedar Johnson. I'm not sure how the district tournament works. I know the format is exactly the same as basketball, which means us in Aberdeen will probably be on the road. Normally the top team plays the last place team, second place plays the next to last team, and so a higher seed will have the home court. But that's just me. That's just a bunch of years of doing this. They couldn't change things. We'll have to check. Sort of huddled up around head coach Cedar Johnson. The athletic directors for Soda, Sean A. Thompson, Deanne Barker. Principal is Sharon Moulton, and the superintendent, Scott Muir. Dug up on the back line, that's punched up, and skimmed over the net. Boy, when that hits that tape, you just can't judge it. And that one rolled over. Oh, they're going to say Soda was into the net. 22-13, Aberdeen 3 points away from set point. Set at the net, and that's set. Aberdeen 2 points away from set point. Back to serve from the Tigers will be Craven. Nice hard serve. Dug up by Lynn. Set. Over. Dug up by the libero. And that goes under the net. 23-14. Aberdeen 2 points away from the first set. Back to serve. It's going to be Hopkins. Good serve. Just barely skimmed the net. 23-15. 8-point lead for the Tigers. Steely Hopkins with the serve. Good serve. Wow, that was a good serve. That was really a knuckleball. 23-16. Hopkins still with the serve. Nice flat serve. What a serve. That dropped right behind the front line and right in front of the back line. Nice knuckleball by Hopkins. Hopkins again. Good serve. That's dug up by Carrillo. Set at the net, over the net. Oh, doggone it. I went off Steely's head. Set point for the Tigers. This is the first set. Carrillo back to serve. It's dug up by Fulmer. Hopkins over to Lind. Once again the libero. Doesn't have a name with the number. That one sort of kept that alive. Aberdeen with the set. Left-handed shot goes over. Fulmer digs it up. Over to Fulmer, and that's the set. 25-17. The Tigers win the first set. So Aberdeen will take sets 1-0. Again, JV goes best 3 out of 5. Have about 3 minutes between sets. Take a look at college football. I love this time of year. In fact, we're real close to the World Series. I love baseball. The Dodgers won last night. And the Mariners, I remember they were playing. Dodgers are playing the Brewers, and they are up 1-0. BYU, they are. So BYU moved up to number 15 this week. They are 6-0. What a game that was with Arizona. I'd actually switched the station over to the Utah game. I thought BYU was going to choke. They ended up winning it in overtime, 33-27 over the Wildcats of Arizona. And they will have number 23 Utah in Provo this Saturday. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Then they'll be at Iowa State and at Texas Tech. Boise State, they are 4-2. They'll have UNLV in Boise. That's a 1:30 kickoff. Then they'll be at Nevada next week, and then Fresno State will be at Boise. They beat New Mexico. My Lobos, what happened there? 41-25. The Broncos over New Mexico. Utah State, they are 3-3. They have got San Jose State, the Spartans. They'll be in Logan on Friday. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. Then they'll be at New Mexico in Albuquerque. Then they have a bye. Then Nevada will be in Boise. We're ready to go for the second set. And they'll sub in liberos. Fulmer comes in. And again, I don't have a name for the Aberdeen libero. I think she has the best uniform out of everybody out there. She is stylish. Aberdeen wins the first set, 25-17. So the Tigers would be at match set. So did the serve. Hopkins with the serve, dug up by Carrillo. Set, nice job over the net. Oh, doggone it. Aubrey Camp went up, but just couldn't quite hook it over the net. 1-0 Tigers. Carrillo with another serve. Good serve, dug up on the back line by Osborne. Tapped over by Camp. One-handed shot by Aberdeen. Goes over, and that one's out. Carrillo has 2 points, and she continues to serve. Ooh, good serve. Dug up by Osborne. Tapped over by Lynn. Nice job by Ashley Lynn getting up and hitting that kind of across court. Aberdeen couldn't catch up to her. And the Hallie Osborne to serve for the Cards. Good serve. Nice dug up. And, let that go. Set Lynn got the net under the net, and it's 3-1. Checking in for the Tigers is Louder. She's a sophomore. We have a pretty tall kid, and she'll set up in front of the net. So work right into the net by the libero, and it's 3-2. Aberdeen up by 1. Torgerson checks in for Fulmer. Camp with the serve, set at the net, left-handed shot, really nice shot. What a shot by Paisley Fulmer. She's going to check out, and checking in, it's going to be Emily Clausen. Clausen will go back to serve for the Tigers. Dug up on the back line. Gotta get it over. Woo! Smart play by Aberdeen to let that go. Tigers lead it by 3, 5-2. This will be match set if Aberdeen can win this set. Ooh, ticks over the net. Nice dig by Whitworth. Whitworth gets it over the net. Carrillo can't control it. And that'll go a point to Soda. Soda behind by 2. And it'll be Ashley Lynn with the serve for the Cards. Lynn, nice good hard serve. Carrillo digs it up, set. And, oh, doggone it, that was a great shot by Louder. Checking out will be Whalen, and checking in will be Roland. Lots of Whalen in Aberdeen. That one goes into the net. She knew it. Soda behind by 2. It'll be Kaylin Whitworth to serve for the Cards. Nice serve, dug up by Carrillo. There's the set. Libero does a good job. Oh, doggone it. That went off the hands of Torgerson. Sometimes, if you don't get those hands square, you have one arm higher than the other one, and it'll take a right turn. Roland serve. That's dug up by Whitworth. And that's over. Osborne. Carrillo. Out. Soda gets the point. Fulmer will check back in for Kamora Torgerson. Fulmer will do the serving. Soda behind by 2. And what could be match set. Nice serve, dug up at the net. Carrillo gets it up. Oh, what a shot by Carrillo. I think she thinks she was pretty lucky on that one. Beautiful shot in the upper left corner. It's hard to do over the shoulder with 2 hands. 8-5, 3-point lead for the Tigers. Good serve, dug up by Whitworth. Ooh, skims right down the net. That one's out. Too much on it for Aubrey Camp. And back to serve will be Craven. Nice serve, dug up by Fulmer. And that hits out. So the Tigers, they doubled up the Cards. It's 10-5. Good serve, dug up by Fulmer. Goes over to Lind and into the net. And it is a 6-point lead for the Tigers. Tigers on the serve. Crable. Nice knuckleball serve. And what a nice job as Ashley Lind gets that over the net. I don't think Aberdeen was expecting that to go over. It just kind of dropped right in front of everybody. Back to serve for the Cards will be Steven Hopkins. Good serve. Dug up by the libero. Over the net. Dug up by Hopkins and doggone it. Right off of Camp's hands. Had a lot of spin on it. Spun right off her hand for the point. 6-point lead for the Tigers. 12-6 timeout. Soda. Aberdeen won the first set. 25-17. Some of these rankings, I think we did the threes, and two ways beat County. In fact, they beat Soda in a tournament. The Pirates, they are 29-2. Kids from Arco, and that goes Troy, Hagerman, Potlatch, Grayson Valley are tied for fifth. Tigers are ready to go. Soda still huddled up. Now the Soda kids are ready to go. 12-6, Aberdeen. Carrillo with the serve. That's hard serve, dug up by Fulmer, put up by Cam, over. That might have been out. And lost at the net. And it kind of spun off her hand. Bulmer couldn't control that. Soda gets the point. Osborne back to serve. Hallie Osborne. Good serve. Boom. That's dug up. Nice job by the Tigers, except they couldn't finish it. Soda back within 4. 12-8. Osborne with the serve. Good serve. Wow! That went right off the tape and right into Wallens. Well, kind of into her hands and she couldn't control it. 3-point lead. Osborne with the serve. Nice serve. That's dug up. Set at the net. Dug up on the back line by Osborne. And Lynn couldn't reach it. 13-9. Tigers with the serve and the lead. Dug up by Fulmer. Bumped up. Good job. Aberdeen into the net. Soda will get the point. Good job by Whitworth over on the far side. Back to serve for the Cards of the Aubrey Camp. There's a freshman. I thought that was short. And Soda's going to get the point. That was a tough serve. I wasn't sure that was going to clear the net. Timeout, Aberdeen. As they want to break the momentum of the Cards. Cards will come back to within 2. 13-11. Once again, 3A rankings, the Ambrose Archers. They are number 1, 26-4 on the season. Then it's Malag out of our conference. Then Melba, the Mustangs. Kellogg is 4th. And then Nampa Christian is 5th. Picking up votes is Spur, Westside, New Plymouth, and Priest River. 13-11, Aberdeen with the lead, Soda with the serve. Aberdeen gets it over, dug up on the back line by Osborne. Punched over the net, skips down the net, and Soto will get the point. Great job by the Cards up by the net. In fact, Ashley Lynn had a great set. The Kemp back to serve. Good serve by Rio, digs it up. I thought that might be out. Goes over. Nice return by the Cards. That's dug up by the Tigers. Wow, what a save on the back line by Osborne. Good shot. Good volley. That goes over and dug on it right through Ashley Lynn's arms. 2-point lead for Aberdeen. We're in the second set. Aberdeen won the first set, 25-17. Back to serve for the Tigers is Clausen. That's dug up by Osborne. He couldn't quite get it over the net. Big point to Aberdeen. Tigers up by 3, leading 1-0. Clausen, good hard serve, dug up by Osborne. Punched up by Hopkins. Nice shot. Soto gets the point, close it to 2. And back to serve for the Cards will be Ashley Lynn. Lynn does the sophomore. Nice serve. Carrillo digs it up. Oh, what a shot. Kind of lucky by Wallen. Don't see any Driscolls on the team for Aberdeen. There's always a Driscoll. Aberdeen with the serve, leading by 3. Good serve. Drops right in front of Steely Hopkins. And the Tigers take a 4-point lead, 17-13. Serve dug up by Camp. Soto returns it to Aberdeen. Oh, good job by the Tigers. What an over the back shot by Loudon. Timeout, Soto. Cards are behind by 5. Which could be match set. We were doing, it's getting rain. My football, I guess my volleyball, I should be. So the 6A's, they go Skyview, Madison out of Rexburg, Rocky Mountain, Rigby, and Coeur d'Alene. Picking up votes in the 6A's, Hawaii, Thunder Ridge, Island out of Pocatello, and Boise. 5A's go Shelley, Idaho Falls. Pocatello is 3rd. Hillcrest out of Idaho Falls is 4th. And Wood River is 5th. Picking up votes in the 5A's, Middleton, Lewiston, Twin Falls, Bonneville, Century, Lakeland, and Minico. It will be Tiger serve. It's dug up on the back line. That was a tough shot. Good job by Soto. Libero for the Tigers. Digs it up. Dug up by Osborne. Set by Hopkins. Point to Soto. 18-14. Soto with the serve. And it is Kaylin Whitworth. That's going to do the serving. There's a serve, high serve, dug up, there's a set, over to Carrillo. Whitworth digs it up. Torgerson over the net. Carrillo a backward shot. And that goes over. Oh, skims the net. Aberdeen can't run it down. What a nice shot on the far side by Osborne. 18-15. back to serve with Taylor Whitworth. Soda behind by 3. Serve comes over. Caballero digs it up. No, doggone it. Hallie Osborne went up high and couldn't quite reach it over the net. 19-15. Aberdeen with the serve. Dug up by Whitworth. Hopkins punched over. And set at the net. Caballero puts it over. And Osborne will make it Hopkins. Great job. You know, doggone it, so they're just kind of looking at each other. I got it, you take it. And the ball hits the floor. 20-15. Aberdeen 5 points from match point. Dug up on the back line by Lynn. That goes over by Osborne. Aberdeen should let that go. They did get a good return, and that went backwards off of Whitworth. 21-15. 6-point lead for the Tigers, but more importantly, 4 points away from match point. Nice hard serve, dug up. Set at the net. Caballero blocks one, and it's 22-15. Aberdeen 3 points away from set point, or match point, make it. Loudon, nice hard serve, dug up on the back line by Whitworth, and 20-15. 2 points away from match point. On the serve will be Kylie Loudon. Goes to the back line, dug up by Whitworth, Hopkins, Osborne. And they're going to say that Whitworth was under the net. Oh wow, scoreboard went off. We're not done yet. We got to reset, there we go. 23, should be 22. There we go. 24-15, Aberdeen at match point. Good serve, dug up on the back line, and into the net, Aberdeen. Soto gets the point. Well, they said Soto was into the net. So Aberdeen wins the match, 25-15 in the final set. The Tigers win, JV wins 2-0. Kids will shake hands underneath the net. Good job by Aberdeen. Give me just a second. We'll have at least 20 minutes between the varsity and the JV. Give me just a little break here. We'll let you warm up. We'll be right back. We are about 22 minutes away. Of course, tonight a little longer pregame. It is senior night. Once again, we have four seniors. Tara Vetter, our libero, Solis Thompson, Cardi Green, and Kel Hopkins. Aberdeen also with four seniors. And they've already had their senior night, I'm sure. This is the last match in the conference for both teams. Once again, football team will face their legs. The Bears will be in Soda this Friday. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I try to walk 3 miles every day. I just live a block west of the high school, and I walk up to Hooper Springs and have a friend that walks with me. And as we're coming back, it was about 10:30. It's right about there. Wow, the hail started to come down. We started to get wet. And it looked, shall we say, ominous when I got here around 5 o'clock. I don't know where that big black cloud is gone, but it looked pretty ugly. Kind of hanging over Soda Point down on the southwest. See Aberdeen warming up to the right. They've always got the coolest uniforms. I gotta give them that. Beautiful the way they've designed them. They'll be in black with orange tiger stripes tonight. Soda will be in white with black numbers trimmed with orange, red. Aberdeen libero will wear white. And Tara Vetter, Soda libero will wear black. "20 minutes, we'll kind of let you watch him warm up." Yes, I could talk for that long. It would be boring. Pretty good crowd filling in for the final volleyball game here tonight. Still have 2 more football games. Got Bear Lake, who has actually moved up to a 4 rating, but they have the same record that Soda has, just 1 win. Bears will be here in Soda on Friday. The game starts at 4:30. The varsity game will start at 7. Then our final game will also be here. And that'll be the number 4 ranked Aberdeen Tigers. Aberdeen always got a good football team. Aberdeen runs the same kind of offense. In fact, I think they've perfected it. They were soft with Declo last week. Run those 2 H-backs. But they run a lot more help than Declo did. have something that's really, really cool tonight. I don't know if you've seen our advertisement board that we have on both walls. Tonight, they've got the seniors up there and the questions that they ask. I didn't see that. Like I can see future plans, what drew you to volleyball, can't read the kids' answers, but it's all right up there on the wall. And I think they'll probably ask them why. They have each of the kids' names, which are big white letters, and then pictures. That's really cool. Captains are meeting on this end of the net with the referees. Head coach Cedar Johnson for the Cards. And Mickey Beck is the head coach for Aberdeen. That is my daughter's name, except she spells it differently. Mickey Beck spells hers M-I-K-K-I. My daughter spells hers M-I-C-K-I. My daughter was actually named after Mickey Mountain. Now, if you can remember Mickey Mountain, you are old. Awesome baseball player. Center fielder for the New York Yankees. He was my favorite player. I don't feel bad. My daughter actually loves her name. It's Mickey Harris now. Mickey Bullock Harris. She is married to an eye surgeon down in Salt Lake. They also have an office in St. George. My kids, they all grew up in St. George. Tara Bitter, Solar Thompson, I think all the seniors, Phil Hopkins, and Cardi Green, all meet as captains. I think Aberdeen will kick off. Just kidding. Under 15 minutes. Once again, Soda comes in 2 and 5 in the conference. They are 7-29 and 6 ties. Aberdeen comes in 0-9 in the conference. They are 3-22 and 1 tie. We'll add leads the conference at 8-0. And it's West Side 6-2, and Declo is 5-4, and Wendell is 2-3. I've seen the balloons, I've seen really cool pictures down on the table as you come in, and you see flowers.
That's better. Fantastic. All right. So our first senior tonight is number 14, Kel Hopkins.
And it is Kel Hopkins. And there she is with her parents.
When asked what Kale's
We'll give
future
her some
plans are, she
balloons
responded,
and some
she would like to attend
flowers
Boise State to study
and
elementary
a
special
glam
education.
bag.
A memorable moment that she has playing
See if you can
volleyball
hear
is,
this.
she says, my freshman year when we were at volleyball camp, the locker room caught on fire and we ended up having to go to school for a month at the middle school. One of Kale's pregame rituals is every game day I have toast with butter on it. Miss Kale Hopkins.
There's Kale Hopkins. Next will be Soleil Thompson.
Soleil Thompson.
Of course, Shawnee is the athletic director here at the high school. And
Play volleyball for at least 2 years.
Soleil's mom and dad right there. She gets the balloons and flowers
One of Soleil's
and the glam bag.
becoming academic state champions, baby.
She's awesome. She's a good kid.
Consists of bubble braids and leggings. Oh yeah. Miss Soleil Thompson.
And we'll have Carter Green.
Our next senior is number 11, McCarty Green. McCarty is the daughter of Jeff and Megan Davis. When asked what her future plans are, she responded, Idaho State University for my bachelor's.
Flowers in a big box. I'm not sure what else is in there.
I would like
And
to open a
then
keynote
bring
unit for
her a
children in
glam bag.
Montpelier. A memorable moment of partying is after a tournament in West J, we stopped at Texas Roadhouse in Pocatello. When we left, Mrs. Skinner wiped out some trees with us. We had enough leaves and sticks to build a fort.
The last one will be Tara Bitter.
Pre-game rituals consist
She
of
is a
always
libero.
wearing leggings and matching hair with Soleil. Miss Cardi Green. Our next senior is number 3, Tara Vader. Tara is the daughter of Tim and Sherry Vader. When asked what her future plans are, she responded, I wish I knew. Go to college somewhere, maybe play volleyball, then hopefully lots of traveling. A memorable moment of Tara's is in Evanston. We got to our sketchy motel, and the first thing we saw was a barefoot man running by with a cable. Moments later, another barefoot man came chasing after him, shouting. Then they both ran into the darkness. One of Tara's pregame rituals is I always eat a G2G protein bar and yogis. Plus, I match my hair and something else with Anna. Miss Tara Vader. And now we'd like to turn the mic over to our seniors for recognition of their own.
I saw Soleil grab them all. Sounds like they're going to spotlight the coaches.
Okay, first of all, we wanted to thank all of our supporters. We really appreciate you guys. You guys have made every game so fun and so amazing, and we love it when you guys come and bring the energy. So we just want to thank you all. And then we have a little something for the Aberdeen seniors. And we just hope you guys have like the best season.
And we're going to give the Aberdeen seniors flowers and a glam bag.
Okay, I had Jessica, I guess. Okay. Dear Jessica, I just want to start off by saying thank you for everything you've done for our team. You've always hyped us up before the game and during the game. Coming off the court and onto the bench and being able to celebrate you has been one of my favorite things. Thank you for always talking and celebrating with us. We're going to miss you a lot. Okay, I have John C. John C. us seniors were lucky enough to
spotlighting head coaches. They just did Jessica Bateman, JV coach. Assistant coach is John C. Bennett. And of course, the head coach, Cedar Johnson. Everywhere.
We are so appreciative of everything you've done for us. And you're our biggest supporter. And we could have asked for anything better to be our coach. Even to the broke it, still broke it. And you built it to what it is today. So proud of what you've done. And we are so thankful for all because we're going to last years.
Dealt with her, Phil Hopkins is cracking up when she's crying. There are some tears down there.
Believe in us every step of the way. We thank you for all your time spent with us, all the memories and laughs we'll cherish forever. We love you so dearly, and thank you for helping us build the passion for the sport. And again, just thank you for everything. That's all. Thanks, guys.
All right, we would also like to note that over here by the entrance, we have a table set up to honor our seniors. So if you'd like to leave a note, please stop by and
We're just about ready for national anthem
seniors tonight.
and starting lineups. Final game of the conference for both of these students. Oh, I think that we put 14 minutes on the good hit there. Sort of needs to get over there and sack for the Aberdeen kids. They're doing their fights at the net. They put 14 minutes on the board. Well, now it's starting to set up the sack. I used to hate the shag baseball. If you were a pitcher, you were always shagging baseball. Aberdeen working at the net, and they have some of their kids on the other side to help shag. They'll give each team 7 minutes. Aberdeen, first couple of minutes, almost gone. And then they'll switch, and then Soda will work at the net. Let's say that Aberdeen, they have a tough season. But they look sharp. That's what's important. They are stylish. They always have great uniforms. You see them down below that black uniform with orange tiger stripes and white numbers or numerals if you prefer. Aberdeen on the back, and I did see a Driscoll, Jasmine Driscoll. Don't think I have ever seen an Aberdeen team without a Driscoll. Driscolls are good people over there. Farmer, beat Farmer. Sugar beets over there, lots of them. We'll just have to pick up the starting I know the Rivero is Ariana Hernandez. That's easy. And our Rivero, of course, is Tara Hager. Aberdeen working with 6 after 9. For some reason, we didn't play window. And from what I understand, I thought the Bears were coming down. Coach Thompson says he didn't hear that. We know Marsh Valley will join our conference next year. And from what I understand, window is going up. They will play Buick and Gooding in that bunch over there. We'll have to travel as far, but we didn't play Wendell this year. Tonight, Malat, Lady Dragons are at Wendell. Deckel is at West Side, and of course Aberdeen is here in Soda. Football on Friday. The Lake Bears will be here in Soda. We'll finish next week with Aberdeen. Just a little college football on Saturday. Love college football. I like college football more than I actually like NFL. To me, it's more real. BYU, they are ranked 15th now, and they're still undefeated. They beat Arizona down in Tucson in overtime, 33-27. So the Cougars are 6-0. This Saturday, the big one, the Holy War, number 23, Utah, will be in Provo, and that'll be at 6 p.m. In fact, I thought I understood that pregame that ESPN does, they'll be in Provo. They have Iowa State, the Cyclones, on the 25th. They must have a bye in between Utah and Iowa State. They got a bye between Iowa State and Texas Tech. Iowa State got beat. That was their second loss. They actually dropped out at the top 25. Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, they have moved up to number 7. BYU will be in Lubbock on November 8th. Boise State, they are 4-2. They have the UNLV Rebels in Boise. That will be a 1:30 game on Saturday. Then they'll be at Nevada. And then November 1st, they'll have Fresno State Bulldogs in Boise. Last week, they beat New Mexico 41-25. See my pages here. Utah State, they are 3-3. They lost to Hawaii. Rainbow Warriors over in Hawaii, 44-26. We have Friday game this week. We'll have the San Jose State Trojans. Not Trojans, they are Spartans. San Jose State, that's a Friday game, 7 o'clock. Then they'll be at New Mexico, then they'll have the bye, then Nevada will be in Logan. Idaho, they are 2-4. They'll be at Houston, Washington this Saturday. Portland State will be in Moscow next week. They lost to Northern Colorado last week. Lost to the Bears from Greeley, 49-33. Soda working at the net. And Idaho State. No, you're right here. Where'd you go? Here you are. The Bengals are 2-4. Lost to the Bobcats of Montana State. I was in Pocatello last week, 48-14. We'll have a bye this week, and then the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks will be in Pocatello next week. Then they'll be at UC Davis, and then Cal Poly will be in Pocatello November 8th. Weber State, they are 2-4 also, and I lost to the Hornets of Sac State 55-27 last week. They'll be at Portland State on Saturday, and then Eastern Washington will be in Ogden next week, and then Montana, the Grizz will be at Weber November 3rd, and I have to get this in. Utah Tech, it's a game. If you're from St. George, this is as big as it gets. Southern Utah Thunderbird from Cedar City. I will beat it at Dixie. I don't care what you say. Still Dixie. I've been involved with that rivalry. Baseball, football, basketball. They just don't like each other. Utah Tech Trailblazers. Who would have thought that? I think that's about the fourth name change they've had from Dixie. 4 minutes away from starting lineup. 3A rankings. Amber Lady Archers. 26-4 on the season. They're 4-0 in their conference. Number 2 is Moab. They are 20-9 on the season. 7-0 in our conference. Melbourne is number 3. Lady Mustangs are 16-11 on the season. 4-0 in their conference. I think that is District 3. Kellogg, they moved down. They were a 4A, now they're a 3A. They are 7-1 in their conference. They are 20-1 and 2 times on the season. Nampa Christian Lady Trojans are 9-5, ranked number 5. 9-5 in their conference. 13-11 with 2 ties on the season. First, Westside, New Plymouth, Lady Children, and Priest River all picked up votes in their 3A's. 2A's, Grace's division. Grace will be a little higher, but can't argue with Troy. Troy's number 2, and they are undefeated in their conference. Butte County. Lady Pirates are number 1 in the 2A's. They are 29-2. Well, they played sort of once or twice. I know they played us once. 2-0 in the conference, 29-2 on the season. Troy is 10-0 in their conference, 20-3 on the season. Hagerman 6-0 in their conference, 17-3 on the season. And it's Catlacks. They are 11-1 in their conference, 15-5 on the season. Grace, I'm going to pick up who their one loss was to. They are 2-1 in their, it's Butte County, I think. They lost Pirates. Grizz are 2-1 in the conference, 14-2 on the season. Valley, Lady Vikings are 5-1 in the conference, 15-7 on the season. Picking up folks are Oakland, Murtaugh, Idaho City, and Prairie. Idaho City must have some pretty good athletes this year in their football team. I didn't know they had a football team, but they're actually ranked. 6A volleyball goes this way. Skyview 19-5, Madison 28-0. Nobody's beaten Madison this year.
Rocky Mountain, they are 20-5 on the season. Rigby is number 4, 28-6. And Coeur d'Alene is 19-3 on the season. Picking up votes in the 6As, Whitney, Thunder Woods, Highland, Lady Rams, and Boise. 5As, Shelley, number 1, 19-6 on the season. Lady Tigers of Idaho Falls, number 2, 22-9. Pocatello, I don't know what they call Pocatello anymore. Still the Indians to me. I think they like the Thunder or something like that. They're 18-13. Hillcrest, they are 19-5. For the first 4 are out of southeast Idaho. Wood River, they are 13-12, ranked number 5. Picking up votes in the 5As, Middleton, Lewiston, Twin Falls, Bonneville, Century, Lakeland, and Minnesota. 4A, the Bear. That Welsh kid, she must be so tough up in there. Tough basketball player. Bear Lake, ranked number 1, they're 28-3. Bennett Snake, 17-10. Coal Valley Christian is 15-4-3. Dennis Kimberly, 14-7. Lynn Preston, they are still the Indians, 15-7, picking up votes. South Fremont, Weezer, and Kittery. You can hear Craig Richardson in the background. We're going to have our national anthem. We'll drop the flag out of the northwest corner. See if this old man can stand up. Getting harder all the time. Ahead of us. Everybody's ready. Except the national anthem. Alrighty. There it comes. There's the flag. There's the national anthem. Singers are going to sing it. That's awesome. That was so awesome. Now's the seniors singing the national anthem. They'll retire the flag. We'll get ready to rock. That was cool. Good for them. There we go. Let me get my hat back on. And we will get starting lineups. Aberdeen first. Number 2, Carly Brown. Number 3, Marley Kendall. Number 5, Kimberly Tinoco. Paul, number 6. Number 8, Emily Shackelford. Number 11, Jasmine Driscoll. And the libero will be Ariana Hernandez. There are your Tigers. And do soda. Obvious. All the seniors. Josie Tingy will get the start. She's a junior. Rosalie Camp, and she will probably be sub for Sully Thompson, senior. Anna Davis, she's a junior. Cardi Green, number 14, Cal Hopkins, and the libero will be Tara Bader. We are just about ready to rock right here at Soda Springs High School. JV Law, 2-0. They will shake hands under the net. Once again, Lady Tigers in black uniforms with bright orange, neon orange tiger stripes. They have neon orange arm pads. Soda in white with black numbers. Senior night tonight. And thinking that Grizzly Camp and Tara Vader will sub. Out comes Jasmine Driscoll. Oh, some Driscolls. I know probably her parents. There's more than one Driscoll in Aberdeen. And I thought they're going to sub Terry Vader. Yeah, she's standing there. And normally it's President Ken. Nope. Anna Davis. No, she's going to fix Anna's hair. And you'll never see that with guys. No flowers, no fixing the hair. Anna Davis, she was so tough. And Tara, she is one of the best in the state, I think, at libero. Actually, did a little studying on that because I've heard it both ways. And what I studied was it's not libero. Even in Italian, which is where libero comes from. Libero means book. I knew it did in Spanish. I speak Spanish pretty well. It'll be Anna Davis to serve. We are ready to go. Anna Davis, a junior for the Cards. There's the serve. Nice hard serve dug up by Hernandez. Nice set by Brown. Goes over and out. Soda will take the first point. 1-0 Cards. Anna Davis. Good flat serve. Dug up on the back line. Set by Brown. Goes over the net. Vader puts it up. Tingy. Over to Thompson. Oh, what a trick shot by Thompson. Aberdeen returned it. Goes over to Green. Oh, doggone it, but we'll take that. Hernandez should have let that go. She is a senior. Tigers have 4 seniors as well. Anna Davis working on the third point. Davis, good hard serve. Hernandez digs it up. Goes over to Brown. At the net, tapped over, dug up, tapped over. Tingy saves it. Vader puts it up. Thompson taps it over. Nice return by Aberdeen. Hopkins over to Green. They should let that go. And that's going to hit the computer. And that'll give Soda a point. 3-0. Anna Davis on the serve for all 3 points. Davis, good hard serve. Hernandez lets it go and it's in. Hernandez, Ariana Ariana, you say that correctly. She thought it was out. He hits in front of the back line. Davis working on her 5th point. Good hard serve. Hernandez dug it up, but it took a right turn right up into the bleachers, and it is 5-0 Cardinals. Anna Davis working on her 6th point. Nice flat serve. Hernandez digs it up. Good return. Hopkins puts it up. Tingy Green taps it up. What a nice shot by Green. Good job by the Cards. 6-0. Anna Davis once again. Davis. Good hard serve. Goes back to Kendall. At the net. Davis from the back line to Tingy. Thompson hits it out. Aberdeen gets the point. They'll take the serve. 6-1. Soda. On the serve here. Shackelford. There's a few Shacklefords in Aberdeen. Tingy. Thompson puts it over. Dug up by Shackelford. Brown at the net. Nice hard shot. Great dig by Davis. Goes from Tingy to Davis, and Davis puts it into the net. Nice hard shot by Davis. Just didn't get it high enough. 6-2 Cardinals. Shackelford on the serve. Good knuckleball. Bader digs it off. Green taps it over the net. Hall puts it up. Good hard shot. Davis up to Tingy. And Tingy carries it into the net. 6-3. And 6-0. And the Tigers have cut that in half. Shackelford into the net. Got a good strong serve. Soda by 4. And Hardy Green will be on the serve. She serves off the left side. Nice knuckleball, but she hit it out. Point to Aberdeen. 7-4. Green checked out. Ham checks in. Captain Tingy on the net. Bader digs it up. Goes over to Thompson. Thompson cross court, but hits it out. Aberdeen within 2. It's hard to believe these kids have only won, 2 games, 1 game this year? None in the conference. Good serve. Right through the wickets of Kel Hopkins. And the Tigers are within 1. 7-6. Soda went out 6-0. Tigers right back at you. There's the serve. Good hard serve. Davis digs it up. Tingy. Thompson, and Thompson hits it out. And we are tied 7-7. Aberdeen can take the lead with Tinoco with a serve. Nice flat serve, but it goes into the net. Tinoco kind of shaking her hand as she comes off. She obviously hit that wrong. And it'll be Joseph Tingy back to serve. Wouldn't last long. So we're tied at 8. Back to serve for the Tiger will be Clara Hall. She looks off the right side. Aberdeen with 4 at the net. Nice knuckleball dug up by Davis, Thompson, and Hopkins puts it into the net. Aberdeen with their first lead. Timeout. Soda. Tigers never gave in. They battled back. That'll be the uniforms. 9-8. Aberdeen up by 1. Once again, JV. Aberdeen 1, 2-0. 25-17 and 25-15. JV is best 2 out of 3. Varsity is best 3 out of 5. You have to go to 25, and you got to win by 2. Got to take this one earphone off. Oh, look at this one earphone. Kind of echoes. Back to serve is Hall for the Tigers. Aberdeen up by 1. Looking at one of the officials. One official will go over and talk to the other one. Not sure what we got going on here. Once again, head coach is Cedar Johnson. JV coach is Jessica Bateman. And the assistant coach is Johnson Bennett. Officials in white and pink. Athletic directors for Soda, Shawnee Thompson, Deanne Bartner. Principal is Sherry Moulton. And Superintendent Scott Muir. Of course, Scott's been there for a while. Everybody else is brand new at their job. Shawnee's been here for quite a while. Does a great job. And really impressed with Miss Moulton. Just her first year, but she's made some great changes here at the high school, and she's always right here to help us with the video. In fact, she set it up, comes up on the roof during football and checks with us. Of course, Owen Miller, try to get him for football, but he's out there running pass patterns. Good wide receiver for the Cards, just a junior. He's running the camera and the computer. There's a few more Cardinal crazies tonight. Pretty good bunch. And good crowd across the way. And officials really having a serious conversation. What it has to be, they're pointing at Carly Brown. She may not be on the official roster. In basketball, lots of technical foul. Not sure what it is in volleyball. Brown comes out, and Madeline Cook will check in. Now the switch. Oh, that was awesome. We took Brown out, Peck come in, and then they subbed Peck back in. Probably scratched their name on the official card. I think they gave Soda a point for that. Jennifer Allen. It's not Jennifer, let me take the glasses off. Genevieve. It's an interesting way to spell that. J-E-N-I-L-E-I. I'm one of these people I can't read with my glasses on. I have to take them off. Thompson with the serve. Good knuckleball dug up on the back line. Punched up by Brown. Good job over. Thompson with a dig. Tingy tapped over by Camp. What a shot by Presley Camp. She hit it across court, and I think Aberdeen thought she was going down the middle with it. She hit it over by the far line. Thompson with the serve again. Good hard serve. Dug up on the back line. Brown puts it up over, and that's out. It's too far by Marley Kendall. Thompson again. Soda leads by 2, 11-9. Good serve dug up by Hernandez. Dug up again. Over the head shot. Vader digs it up. Tingy. Cross court. Another shot by Hopkins. She hit that so hard, and at the feet of one of the back linesmen. Timeout, Aberdeen. Soda went on about a 4-point run there, and they lead by 3, 12-9. We're in the first set. So that's what that conversation was about. We need to mic the referees so we can hear what they say. But the one official right here on the near side went over to the net official on the left, on the far side, and what they had determined was that Carly Brown was not on the official roster. Thompson with the serve. Well, she's put 3 of them in? Solely. Good knuckleball. Wow, that cannot be dug up by Shackelford. Good hard serve that dove over the front line and right in front of the back line. Thompson again. Soda leads by 4. Thompson, knuckleball, dug up by Shackelford. Tipped over the net and out. Oh, that was close. That was Kimball. 2 hands kind of curved it to the left side, and it was out. Thompson again. Nice hard serve, dug up by Hernandez. Saved by Brown over the net. What a nice save by Vader. Tingy puts it up. Davis puts it over. Dug up by Shackelford. Brown with the set. Vader digs it up. Tingy over to Davis. Davis drops it in. Brown sets. Good hard shot. Vader digs it up. Tingy over to Davis. Oh, doggone it. Davis into the net. She needed Thompson's height on that one. Jaden Parker will check in for the Cards. Jaden will play the back line. It's almost like we got 3 liberos back there. Oh, third goes under the net as Marley Kendall can't get it over. Trading Jaden for so late. We give up about a foot. Jaden being so quick, she plays on the back line. Vader with the serve. Dug up. Over on the right side. Brown. Oh, Tingy. Nice save by Parker. Vader puts it over. Aberdeen hits it cross court and hits it right in front of Shackelford. Brown hit it over her head. Shackelford could have got that. It wasn't a bad hit by Brown. Vader serves. Dug up on the back line by Allen. Shackelford, nice hard shot, great save. And what a nice job by Parker and Davis to get that over. Dug up by Parker, set by Tingy. Vader, a nice shot. Nice dig by the Tigers. Goes over to Shackelford. That was a nice hard shot, and Tingy could only get one hand up there. 16-11. Soda up by 5, and Hernandez will go back to serve for the Tigers. Hernandez into the net. Point for Soda. 6-point lead, 17-11. Here the TV will come in for Anna Davis. Caitlin is Caitlin, just a sophomore. Served by Hopkins, sent by Brown. Oh, blocked at the net by Tingy. Shot, bringing Tingy right there, but I think it was Tingy that got the block when she's getting all the hugs out there. 18-11. Soda. Hopkins with the serve. Hopkins, nice hard serve. Oh, went off the hand of Brown and out the back door. That's what happens a lot of times when you try to just get that with one hand or one fist, as it may be. 19-11. Soda. Hopkins with the serve. Good hard serve. Dug up on the back line. Brown went to set it. Trick shot. Tingy to Green. Green drops it in. What a nice shot by Cardi Green. Timeout. Mickey Beck. I told you I love that name. Mickey. Yes, his name is Mickey. I can't believe I've actually got grandkids now. These kids. My oldest grandson just graduated from the University of wait for it. All of my grandkids go to Utah because of Wasatch Boulevard. They just go down the boulevard and they're right there in the youngest got his doctorate degree at the University of Utah. He's now at the University of Florida. Hopkins with the serve. Soda up by 9. Dug up on the back line. Tigers looking at each other. What a bad set by Kendall. And Aberdeen was, I got it, you take it. And it just falls right between nobody. Hopkins again, Soda up by 10. Hernandez off the ceiling. Brown dive. Wow, what a nice save by Aberdeen. Parker puts it up. Goes over to Tingy and Tingy buries it. Taylor Tingy again off the left side. Puts it in the upper right corner. Soda 3 points away from set 4. First set, 22-11. Hopkins. Nice knuckleball dug up. Brown with the set. Shackelford tips it over. Hopkins, Tingy to Tingy. And Taylor can't get it over the net. Point will go to Aberdeen. And it's a 10-point lead. Skinner checks in. Really like Aspen Skinner. Thinking she's a foot-sider. She's the only southpaw we have on the team. Back to serve. Here's who's checked in. She's a big kid. She's got some power. Bader digs it up. Tinky with it set over to Green. Green, a nice shot. Good return. Again, right down the right sideline. Checking, it'll be Brown. Check in for Peck. Soda, 2 points away from set point. Thompson will check in for Parker. At the serve will be Taylor Tingley. There's a serve and hit it up. Out the left side. 23-13. So they're 2 points away from set point. On the serve for the Tigers, will be home. Nope, Shackelford. Shackelford hits it way out. And Soda at set point. At the serve will be Cardi Green. Camp will check in. Serve, nice serve, dive. Brown puts it up. And that is set point. Soda wins it 25-13. So we'll take 3 minutes. We'll begin the second set. Soda really went on a roll there after Aberdeen come back and tied it 8-8. Soda wins 25-13. Good play by the Barnes. It's really great against the Sixers. Rocky Mountain, that's football. 6A volleyball with Snipe, Madison, Rocky Mountain, Rigby, Overlane, and Colts is Hawaii, Thunder Ridge, Island, and Wilson. 5A's, Shelley, the Russets. Friends in New Mexico, they call them Russets. And what? We got some funny names in New Mexico too. Give me a break. So Shelley won Idle Falls 2, Pocatello 3, Hillcrest, and Wood River. Middleton, Lewiston, Twin Falls, Bonneville, Century, Lakeland, and Minico all picked up gold. 4A's, Bear Lake, Snake River, Coal Valley Fishing, there used to be a 3A, Kimberly, Preston, picking up golds, South Fremont, Weezer, and Sugar. 2A's and the 3A's, 1A, Horseshoe Bend is ranked number 1, Lebanon is number 2, Mackey is number 3, Rockland is 4, and Genesee is 5. Picking up boats is Salmon River. What are they called? Order of the Priest, is that what they call that? New to me. And then Grace. Sorry, Grace, you just picked up boats and they're not ranked. And Grace, no, that's Grace Lutheran. And Deering. Later, checked into camp. And Hernandez will check in for Driscoll. And the serve will go to Aberdeen. Back to serve. Soto won the first set. 25-13 to win 3 sets out of 5. That's dug up by Thompson. Tingy with the set. Davis, a hard shot. That's dug up. Goes over to Shackelford. And Shackelford hits it out. Checking in will be Brown. Soto 1-0. Anna Davis back on the serve. Davis, nice serve. Hernandez, good job digging it up. Good job by Aberdeen. Davis digs it up. Tingy blocked at the net. And, wait a minute. I wouldn't have called that way. I would have called Aberdeen into the net. So 1-1, Shackelford for the Tigers back to serve. On serve, Davis digs it up. Tingy with the set. To Green, and she hit it around the antenna. You have an antenna on both sides. It's got to be between the antennas. Aberdeen with 1-point lead. That's a deep shot. Good job by Davis. Green. Hardy Green back to serve. Camp checks in, Baker checks out. Green, oh, what a powerful serve. Skims right down the net, and off the ceiling. Aberdeen. I think that was all. Put that up off the ceiling, it come down so fast. Aberdeen couldn't retrieve it. Soto with a 1-point lead. Good hard serve, and Hernandez picks it up. Brown with the set. Blocked at the net by Camp. Soto 4-2. Camp, I believe, is just a junior. She is. Presley Camp. Green, nice serve. Hernandez sticks it up. Brown with the set. And that's it. Soto will get the point. And it's Clara Hall. Too much on that one. When you're at the net like that, you've got to hit it down. You can get up by there. Served by Green. Dug up Brown. Nice job getting out over. Great save by Green. Thompson over the head shot. Hernandez. Shackelford. Oh, what a nice shot by Shackelford. Skinner digs it up. Camp to Hernandez. Brown. And there's a tap by Marley Kendall. She didn't have enough on it. It goes into the net. 6-2. Soto. Cards up by 4. Green with the serve. Good hard serve. Nice dig by Kendall. And good shot. And Thompson puts it up. Green pushes it over. And can't get at the net. 7-2. 5-point lead for the Cards. Cards up 1 set to none. Marty Green, good hard serve. Nice dig. And Aberdeen can't control that one. As Clara Hall ended up on the back of the lap. Couldn't control that one. It goes out, so we'll get the point. Cards up by 6. 8-2. Green over the net. Aberdeen will get the point, and they will get the serve. Driscoll. Every time I think of Driscoll, I think of strawberries. Oh, Hernandez puts it into the net, and that's the second time she's done that. Soda gets the point. Back to serve will be Josie Pingy. Skinner checks out. Bader checks in. Pingy with the serve. That drops. Nice dig by Shackelford. Thompson over the net. Drops it in. That didn't come over the net. Thompson just went up and just finished it. 10-3. Soda. Pingy with the serve. Good serve. Nice dig. And Hopkins one-hander drills it. 11-3. Timeout. Tigers. You can tell that the Aberdeen kids really frustrated as they're kind of shaking their hands as they watch the floor. They've got good athletes. Aberdeen basketball, girls basketball, and volleyball. They just seem to have a movie man. I've seen one year when those twins played, they had a pretty good basketball team. Aberdeen breaks the ball, ready to go. Hall, Driscoll, and Brown will fall. Hernandez and Shackelford on the back side. And Josie Tingy with the serve for Soda. Nice serve. Dug up by Kendall. Kendall. Oh, let that go, Anna. Bader gives it up. Thompson puts it over. Shackelford. Brown with the set. Nice set. Well, good return by Driscoll. You say Driscoll reminds me of strawberries. It should remind me of sugar beets. The Driscoll strawberries are those great, big, beautiful strawberries. They cost you a couple bucks more. There's the serve. Davis digs it up. Tingy. Over to Hopkins. Hopkins puts it through the hand of the Hall. Hall would check out. And Allen would check in. Thompson with the serve. Hernandez digs it up. Bader to Tingy. And Hopkins hits it out. 12-5. 7-point lead for Soda. Parker checks it in. And she went on the back line with Bader and Davis. Bader digs it up. Tingy with the set. Hopkins puts it over. Brown, nice shot. What a nice shot by Carly Brown. These are juniors of the Tigers. Going back to serve will be Marlon Kinder. 12-6, Soda lead. And that serve is out, Soda will get the point. Thompson will check in for, not Thompson, Green. He checks in for Cat. Back to serve, Bader for the Cards. serve. Dug up by Kendall. Brown with the set. Nice tap by Driscoll. And put beat up is Kendall. Shackelford. Oh, to the arms of Parker. On the back line. That was a good shot by Shackelford. 13-7. Checking in for the Tigers. Stenoka. Parker picks it up. JB with the set. Big goes into the net. Back on it. Good set by Tingy and Davis. Really powered that one. Hit the top of the net and rolls down for a point for Aberdeen. 5-point lead for Soda. Driscoll with the serve. Tingy set over to Green. Dug up by Shackelford. Brown the trick shot. Then Tingy did a great job. Goes to Hopkins. And digging it up is Allen. Hopkins up, down runner. Nobody at the net for Soda. As Hopkins said it, about right in the middle. That's another one of those I got it, you take it. 4-point lead for the Cards. Nice knuckleball serve was off the seam. Vader puts it over, dug up by Allen, set by Brown. Shackelford back to Parker. Davis with the set. Oh, that was a good set. Soda just weren't in the right positions. And it's a 3-point lead for Soda. And the Cards will call timeout. Cedar Johnson has to talk to her partner. You know, the Cardinal crazies in the background. Yeah, they're having a lot of fun. That's the way it should be. 13-10. Aberdeen's Jasmine Driscoll with the serve. Sugar beet Driscoll. Dug up by Parker. Tingy with the set. Shot right in front of the back line. Driscoll couldn't catch up to that one, and Hernandez will check in for Driscoll. 14-10, 4-point lead. Hopkins back to serve for Soda. Hopkins. Long serve, Hernandez digs it up. Brown with the set. Shackelford puts it into the net, and it's 15-10. Cal Hopkins still with the serve. Soda up by 5. Hopkins, nice flat serve. Wow, Aberdeen, great job. Oh, Hernandez should have let that go. She dove for it. I'm pretty sure that one's going to be out. Hernandez is a senior for the Tigers. She was the libero. Hopkins still with the serve. 16-10. Soda. Nice knuckleball serve. And Kendall couldn't dig that out. It's like baseball. I could actually throw it off. I have to use it for my changeup a lot. That knuckleball, it is hard to hit it. Hernandez, great serve. Brown taps it over the net. Tingy puts it in. What nice teamwork, Tingy and Green. They got great big smiles. Hopkins still with the serve. 18-10. Soda. Kind of a lollipop serve. Brown. Wow, nice shot by Kimberly Tinoco. Peck checks in. She'll go back to serve. Also, for a Hall checks in for the Tigers. Baker's kind of a big kid. I bet she's got some power. sure what she's kind of dribbling the ball. Aberdeen scored. This is the second time the scoreboard has gone out. There we go. So up by 18 to 11 in the second set. Cardinals won the first set, 25-13. Again, this is the final match in the conference. Nice flat serve. Baker brings it up. Over to Green. Green across court. And Paul can't dig it up. Checking in is Brown. Checking out is Peck. And Hallie Osborne, a sophomore, checks in. He's getting some varsity time. Davis dug up Shackelford. Good job by Aberdeen. Skinner, nice shot by Green, good save by Kendall, and that one went into the net by Clara Hall, and it is 20-11 Cardinals, and Davis with the serve. Davis, nice hard serve, dug up by Kendall. Hall. Over the net, Davis, Tingy with the set. Osborne puts it over the net. Shot. Everybody's pretty happy for that. The bench is jumping up and down. I think that's her first varsity point. Good for her. Hallie Osborne, a sophomore. Davis with the serve. Nice hard serve. Hernandez digs it up. Brown with the set. Goes over. Bader saves it. Davis. Over to Osborne. Hernandez digs it up. Brown. Shackelford. What a nice shot by Shackelford. Right down the left line. 9-point lead for Soda in the second set. 21-12. Shackelford. Back to serve for the Tigers. Oh, what a nice serve. Osborne, a good save. Hernandez digs it up. Brown goes over to Paul. Tinky set. Oh, dog on him. Hallie Osborne into the net. Point to the Tigers. 21-13. On the serve is Emily Shackelford. And Bader lets that go out as Shackelford hit it across court, left to right, and hit it out. That'll put that Marty Green back to serve. Camp will check in for Bader. Green, oh, doggone it, into the net. Point, Tigers. 8-point lead. Bader checks back in for Green. Back to serve is Tinoco. And that's out. Tinoco's not very tall, and when you're not tall, sometimes you hit it too hard. And Hernandez checks in for Tinoco, and she's a couple inches shorter than Tinoco. Kimberly Tinoco. Oh, that on it. Rosie Tingy put that one into the net. 8-point lead. Sort of 2 points away from second set. Point. And that, not match, second. Car comes over. Bader digs it out. Hopkins, oh, that one off her hand. 23-16. And the serve is Carla Hall. Tigers. Punches one deep, and Bader just follows it out. That's the way you do that. You don't commit yourself, and you just kind of follow the ball. Back to serve. It's going to be Osborne. She has got a smile here to the wheel. Good service. She hits it out too far. A little too much adrenaline there. Parker is going to check in. I'm going to check in for Osborne. He's got a big small back to serve for the Tigers, Marley Kendall. And that goes out, and Vader and Parker just let it go between them. Timeout? No, that was set. Minnesota wins the second set. They take down the score so quick. I think that was 25-15. I want to say. Well, Minnesota, they've beaten Aberdeen 3-0 in Aberdeen, and they're working on that right now. Give me just a second. 3 minutes. There's the soda cheerleaders. Big black bows in their hair. What should you call that cardinal red? Let's call it that. It's kind of the same color that USC wears. Not red, not white red. Between the room and red. Cheerleaders who do such a great job. They have in state before. Last year, I think it was. At least last year or the year before, or both years. What do I know? Spanish, you say, Aberdeen ready to go for the third set. Brown on the back line. And Hernandez will check in for Fisher. Front line, they have Paul Tanoki. Shackelford, I believe. Soda hasn't broken bubble yet. They've still got a minute to go. And there's Shackelford. Shackelford is probably the tallest Tiger. She's 85 minutes. Also, Clara Hall, about the same height. Soda will go with Green, Thompson, and Tingley on the side. Davis, Skinner, and Camp on the back line. Except Bader is ready to check in. And she will check in for Camp. Anna Davis will go back to start the third set. Soda leads 2-0. Anna Davis with a serve. Good knuckleball. Dug up. Brown sets. Good set. Tapped over. Nice job by Aberdeen. Green puts it over, but Aberdeen, that hit the line. Yeah, it did. Aberdeen will get the point. I think my eyes deceive me. There's times that I see the ball hit the line. That's deep. Scanner. Thompson tries to save it. And it's 1-1. No, 2-0. Take that back. But in the old days, the entire ball has to cross the entire line. I'm not sure I've seen that. It's just like soccer. Oh, Vader can't control it, and it is 3-0 Tigers. Shackelford with the serve. I think she is their best server. Serves right in the middle. Good serve. Dug up by Skinner. Tingy to Thompson. Thompson just pushes it over. Hernandez. Shackelford puts it over. Vader digs it up for Soda. Tingy. Green hits the top of the tape, goes over. Brown with the set. Kendall, nice job. Skinner digs it up. And Green across court. Brown probably should have let that go. Shackelford puts it into the net. And it's 3-1. Tigers with a 2-point lead. Have a little zebra talk. They're going to give the point to Aberdeen. So it's 4-0 Tigers. Soda with Thompson, Tingy, and Green on the front line. Vader, Skinner, and Davis on the back line. Shackelford into the net. That one will go to Soda. 4-1. Tigers with a 3-point lead. Cardi Green, one of the 4 seniors for Soda, serves from the left side, put it into the net, and that's 5-1 Aberdeen. Back to serve will be Tinoco. Kimberly Tinoco puts the serve over. Good serve. Dug up by Skinner. Tinky puts it over. That's dug up by Shackelford. Nice hit by Hall. And Thompson with a hard hit. And it's 5-2 Aberdeen. Hopkins will check in for Skinner. So we change a right-hander for a left-hander. There's the serve, dug up by Shackelford. Nice tap by Kimball. Soda was into the net. 6-2 Tigers. Back to serve is going to be Clara Hall. Aberdeen up by 4. There's the serve, comes over. I think we got some technical issues. And that goes into the net. Aberdeen will lead by 5. 7-2. On the serve is Clara Hall. She is a senior for the Tigers. Hall, the deep serve. Davis digs it up on the back line. Tingy over to Thompson. Thompson down the right sideline. Brown with the set. Hard hit by Marley Kendall, but it goes into the net. So Thompson will go back to serve. 7-3. Soda behind by 4 with a lead 2-0. Nice knuckleball serve dug up by Shackelford. Brown behind her head. Nice return by the Tigers. Tinky puts it up. Great job by Soda. Hard to get the point. 7-4. 3-point lead for Aberdeen. Thompson on the serve. Sole starts just a little bit to the right side. Over the net. Good serve. Over the net. What a nice job by Brown putting that over. Soda kind of gets hung up in the net. Point will go to Aberdeen. Parker will check in for Thompson. Back to serve will be Marley Kendall. Nice hard serve dug up by Davis. And Tingy put it into the net. Aberdeen will get the point. There is no luck in this game. Ever. Kind of. 9-4, a 5-point lead for the Tigers. Timeout. Soda. And Cedar Johnson. still have sound in my ears. We still have sound in your ear. Also got Steve Hopkins suited up tonight. She's a freshman. So Hallie Osborne and Stevie Hopkins getting to suit up for the varsity tonight. And Kaylin Whitworth, she's a freshman. Good to see the younger kids get in. Parker, Davis, and Vader on the back line. Ooh, that's where Marley Kendall lit a fuse for that one. That was 10 feet out the back line. Camp checks out. Vader with the serve. Nice dig. Nice save by Brown. Vader. Tingy over to Hopkins. That's dug up. Hernandez over the net. Good job by the Tigers. Tingy puts it up over to Davis. Davis a hard shot, and Aberdeen can't catch up to it. Soda has closed to within 3. 9-6. Tara Vader back to serve. She's the libero. Good flat serve. Dug up by Kendall. Brown with the set. Shackelford. And we see Parker. What a great save. Brown digs it up. Goes over. Driscoll puts it over. Parker. Tingy. What a nice hard shot by Green. Good return by Aberdeen. Tingy with the set. Hopkins hard serve. Right through the wickets of Jenna Lee Allen. Soda has cut the lead to 2. Tara Vader with the serve. Good flat serve. Hernandez over the net. Nice dig. Tingy sets. Parker with a shot. Hernandez digs it up to Brown. Parker on the back line. Tingy with the set. Over to David. Hey, David. Ow! She just pounded that into the upper right corner. Timeout. Tigers. She is like 5'6" maybe. But man, she can get up there and she powered that one. Beautiful shot. 9-8. Tigers up by 1. Timeout. Soda up 2 sets to none. Soda can win the match. They can win this set. Aberdeen trying to break Soda's momentum. They're back. Soda comes back. Hopkins, Green, and Davis on the front line. Parker, Tingy, and Vader on the back line. Nice flat serve. Dug up. Brown, Shackelford, Tingy, nice return. Oh, what they call two-hand touch by Vader. To give a point for the Tigers, 10-8, Aberdeen. Driscoll with the serve. Oh, good job by Vader. That's a net over for him. Out of the back of the end zone. 10-9. Yeah, Hopkins with the serve for the Cards. Hopkins, nice hard serve. Hernandez. Shackelford. Vader puts it up. Hopkins over to Davis. Davis one-hands it. Brown with the set to Shackelford. Good shot by Shackelford. Good shot by Davis over her head. Brown with the set. Over to Noko. And Noko drops it in. Peck will check in for Brown. Also, Hall will check in. And she'll check in for Jenna Lee Allen. Hopkins checks out. Parker will check in for Soda. Also, Taylor Tingy. Parker digs it up. Set. Davis puts it right into Peck. Peck can't control it. Power shot by Anna Davis. Thompson will check in for Jaden Parker. Parker, just a sophomore. Can't wait for basketball season. That's just right around the corner. Served by Anna Davis. Jaden Parker, really good guard for Minnesota basketball team. Thompson puts it over right into Clara Hall, and we are tied 11-11. Anna Davis back to the serve. Nice knuckleball, dug up by Kendall Brown. Ooh, what a nice shot. Green, and what a nice save by Green. And Vader puts it over. And all right through the hands of Taylor Tingy. 12-11, Tigers. Soda in the first part in the set was behind by 4. Shackelford back to serve for the Tigers. Good flat serve, dug up by Davis. Tingy puts it over. Nice save by Shackelford. Brown. Oh, doggone it. That was another one of those I got it, you take it. And it drops right between Thompson, Tingy, and Green. 13-11, Aberdeen up by 2. Shackelford, great hard serve. Tingy digs it up. Over to Joseph Tingy. Green, a nice shot. Brown puts it up. And then Hall puts it over, but out. Well, Hall kind of hit it behind her head. And I guess unless you got eyes in the back of your head, that's pretty hard to judge. Soda behind by 1. Really nice hard flat serve. Hernandez digs it up. Brown punches it over. Green puts it up. Tingy. Oh, doggone it. That went between Camp and Davis. Another one of those, I got it, you take it. Aberdeen, Tinoco with a serve. Good serve, dug up by Davis. Tingy, Camp. What a good shot by Camp right through the hand of Carly Brown. Soda behind by 1. 14-13 in the third set. Tinoco checks out. Hernandez checks back in. Tingy, Rosie with the serve. Dug up by Kendall. And that's hit out by Shackelford, not Shackelford. Clara Hall. We're tied at 14. Josie Tingy with the serve. Gives Soda the lead. Nice, good hard serve. Dug up by Shackelford. Brown at the net. Oh, what a shot. Soda keeps it alive. Better overhead. Kendall to Brown. Over Kendall, Marley Kendall. Better digs it up. Thompson puts it over. Brown over to Driscoll. Driscoll puts it over. Tingy digs it up. Better punches it up. Davis, good shot. Nice save. Still great volume. Doggone it. Vader dove for it. Couldn't quite catch up to it. And Tigers up by 1. Clara Hall with the serve. A few Halls, which I think that was the last name of those twins that were about 7 feet tall. That's dug up by Thompson. Tingy. Camp. Oh, dug on it. Camp put it into the net. Timeout. I'm thinking Soda having the timeout. Tigers up by 2. 16-14. We are in the third set. Soda won the first 2 sets. 25-13, 25-15. Aberdeen, we're ready to go. That's Coach Mickey Beck. Those are good friends where I grew up, the Lord Becks. Aberdeen's ready to go. The Soda kind of popped on the goal. 17-14. Let's blow the whistle. Let's go. So they're behind by 2. And for a halt, serving for the Tigers. And we are ready. There's the buzzer. There's the whistle. And Hall over on the right corner. Ooh, that's a high one. Vader digs it up. Tingy with the set. Vader punches it over. Dig in the back. Brown at the net. Ooh, nice job at the net by Marley Kendall. Tigers up by 3. 17-14. Hall with the serve for the Tigers. Oh, that was a pretty good serve. Davis digs it up. Tingy. Thompson puts it over. That's dug up. Oh, what a shot! Oh my goodness! I think they give that point to. Oh, that had to go to Aberdeen. Yeah, it did. Sort of was thinking they were into the net. That was either Kendall or Brown. Somehow rolled it up and over the net. Ball again. Davis picks it up. Tingy with the set. Camp over the net. Brown went up for the block, but she couldn't stop it. And it's 17-15. And it's checking out will be Clara Hall. Checking in will be Jenny Allen. Soleil Thompson with the serve. Dug up by Shackelford. Brown over to Kendall. Oh, what a shot by Kendall! Upper right corner. Thompson will check out. Jaden Parker will check in. Parker and Vader on the back line. Let her go get the ball. Back door was open. That would be out on the football field. I think it went under the bleachers. Jaden, look at old Davis went under the bleachers. She had to go under the Cardinal crazies and dig that out. And it will be Marlon Kimball with the serve for the Tigers. Good hard serve, dug up by Vader. Hopkins, shot by Hopkins in the upper right corner. 2-point lead. Green checks in for count. 18-16. Terry Vader with the serve. Good off the ball. No spin on that whatsoever. Brown puts it up. Shackelford. Tingy. Vader sets. Davis. Oh, what a shot by Davis. Hernandez. Nice dig, but she put it out. And it's a 1-point lead. So they're behind by 1 with Tara Vader serving. Dug up by Allen. Punched over. Vader digs it up. Tingy with the set. Davis now got it into the net. Nice set by Tingy. Banana just couldn't quite get up there. Hernandez will check out. Driscoll will check in. I think I know her better. Oh, put it under the net. And it's a 1-point lead. We wanted to set up our radio, or kind of what we're doing, over in Aberdeen. And so he sat with me for quite a while. How do we do this? We're doing it. Hopkins with the serve. Hernandez. Brown. Tinoco puts it into the net, and we are tied at 19. It'll be Hopkins the serve, DeSoto. Nice hard serve. Dug up by Kendall. Brown with the set. Shackelford. Jaden Parker digs it up. Wow, Davis put that over. Brown with the set for Aberdeen. Tinoco. And Parker to Tingy. Back to Parker. Parker puts it over. Brown with the set. Shackelford. And what a shot. Nice dig by Jaden Parker, and Tinky put it over with one hand. And Aberdeen couldn't control it. And that is the first lead for the Cardinals. 20-19. Soda up by 1. Kel Hopkins with the serve. Nice hard serve. Hernandez gives it up. Brown has to come across court. Shackelford puts it over. Parker digs. Dribble shot in the middle. And it is 21-19. Timeout Tigers. Aberdeen has been ahead this entire match. In this entire set. Now Soda 4 points away from match 21-19. Again, remind you that we filled the window gap that we had in Bear Lake. The Bears will come up. Should be a great football game. I think both teams pretty even. And I'm not sure we like each other. Yes, I did games in Bear Lake for a little bit. I used to tell them that I was from North Montpelier. They thought that was pretty funny. They knew I was from Southern. Hopkins, serve, dug up on the back line. Kendall with Brown. Shackelford blocked with the net. Blocks with the net again. Soda with the point. 22-19. Soda up by 3. And they've been behind the entire set. Kel Hopkins with the serve. Nice hard serve. Hernandez digs it up and puts it out. Outside the antenna. 23-19. Checking in for Soda will be Stevie Hopkins. Checking in will be Taylor Whitworth. I missed somebody. Green checks out. Getting some of the youngsters into the match. Hopkins, 2 points away from match point. Good serve. Hernandez digs it up. Brown with the set. Shackelford puts it over. Hopkins had a hard time controlling that. And I don't think Steely could have caught up with that. Skinner check in for Kel Hopkins. We got Skinner, Bader, and Parker on the back line. Steely Hopkins, Taylor Whitworth, and Davis on the front line. Set, and Davis puts it into the net. Steely Hopkins put it set. Taylor Davis is just a little bit deep on that one. 2-point lead for Soda. Pep with the serve. Tigers, that's a good one. Parker picks it up. Steely Hopkins. What a nice shot by Whitworth. Wow, that tipped the top of the tape and dropped in. A 1-point match. Davis, Green, they're going to check in for Steely Hopkins and Taylor Whitworth. Love to see those younger kids get pecked with the serve. Bader picks it up. Tingy with the set. Green! So Green was into the net. Well, that one around the antenna. I'm not sure what they call it. 23-23. You have to win by 2. Good serve. Dug up by Bader. Tingy with the set. Davis hits it out. And Aberdeen 1 point away from set point. 24-23. Tigers peck with the serve. Good knuckleball. She hit it out. We're tied at 24. Thompson will check in for Jaden Parker. Got to win by 2. 24-24. And that one goes up into the Cardinal grave. Oh no, Dana Davis had to go under the bleachers again to dig that out. Must be a hole over there somewhere. Not on this side, it's covered. Davis with a serve. Good serve. Dug up by Kendall. Shackelford off her hand. So they're 1 point away from match point. 25-24. Davis with a serve. Good serve. Knuckleball. Dug up by Kendall. Brown with the set. Tinoco. Skinner digs it up. Vader over to Thompson. That's dug up. Brown. Shackelford puts it over. And we're going to say that's a two-handed goal. Missed by Shackelford. And Soda wins 26-24. And they take the match 3-0. That was a nice comeback by Soda. Kids shake hands under the net. So I really haven't talked to anybody, so I can't tell you. District tournament comes up probably next week, or it might be this weekend. Normally, it is the same as the basketball format, or the highest seed, which is Milan, would play the lower seed. The higher seed gets the home court. That would be Aberdeen against Milan. And then the next highest seed, which is Minnesota. I have to check that. I know Milan is the highest. So we'll have the tournament. We've still got football going on. Bear Lake. Good for the Bears from Minnesota to fill that spot. That'll be a good match. Both teams with just one win. Of course, Bear Lake in a bigger conference. They are 4A. And I talked to Coach Thompson before the match, and she said, no, Bear Lake is not coming. Not that she knows of. But Marsh Valley definitely will join our conference next year. So the JV, they lost to Aberdeen 2-0. Tigers 25-17 and 25-15 in the JV match. Varsity, Soda wins 3-0. 25-13, 25-15, and a great final set. Soda comes from behind and wins 26-24. That's going to do it here. Soda wins it 3-0. Blake Bullock.